Something absolutely wild is happening in Italy right now, and no one saw it coming. The same media that once tore apart Sebastian Vettel, criticized Fernando Alonso to pieces, and questioned every decision Ferrari made, is now defending Lewis Hamilton. Yes, defending him in full force, and not with soft sympathy or polite excuses. No, loud public, unapologetic support. They're calling him a scapegoat. They're blaming Ferrari. They're saying what few have dared to say out loud this season, that the real problem isn't Hamilton, it's the car, it's the team, it's the system that's letting down one of the greatest drivers in the history of Formula One. And in a country where even local legends aren't safe from media fire, this level of support for a British driver in his very first year at Ferrari is nothing short of extraordinary. Out of nowhere, the Italian press has dropped a bombshell so loud it's left fans stunned, and Maranello scrambling for answers. Veteran journalist Leo Terzini, one of the most trusted voices in the Italian paddock, has just unleashed a powerful statement that flips the entire Hamilton narrative on its head. Forget the age talk, forget the adaptation excuses, forget the points table. Terzini says the problem isn't Lewis. The real problem is Ferrari's embarrassing car. His words, not mine, and the system around it that's failing to deliver. So why is this such a big deal? Because for decades, the Italian press has had a reputation for showing no mercy. They build you up, only to tear you down. They've crushed drivers with their words. They've fueled political chaos inside Ferrari. But now, for the first time in years, they're standing up, not against a driver, but against the team. And they're doing it in defense of a British seven-time world champion, who's still searching for his first win in red. This isn't just a news story. It's a cultural earthquake inside Formula One. It's a moment that could change the entire dynamic between Hamilton and Ferrari, and reshape how we look at this high-stakes, high-pressure partnership going forward. Leo Terzini isn't just being provocative for the sake of it. He's not trying to defend Hamilton blindly or protect a big name from scrutiny. What he's doing is exposing something deeper, a long-standing pattern inside Ferrari that time and again shifts blame away from structural failures and onto individuals. Whether it was Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Vettel, or now Lewis Hamilton, the story always ends the same. The project fails to deliver, the results fall short, and the fingers start pointing, usually at the driver. But this time, Terzini is saying enough is enough, and he's not alone. Across Italian media, there's a growing chorus of journalists and insiders who are starting to see the pattern. They're looking at the SF25, and they're asking how can anyone expect a driver, no matter how good, to deliver results with this kind of machinery? A car that struggles in slow corners, a car that destroys its tires, a car that can't be trusted under braking, a car that hasn't won a single race, while McLaren surges ahead. These aren't teething problems, these are fundamental flaws, and they're not just limiting Hamilton, they're suffocating him. And yet, in the middle of all this, it's Hamilton who's being dragged through the mud. His age, his motivation, his decision to leave Mercedes, all of it questioned. But here's where it gets fascinating, because the Italian press, the same press that tore Vettel apart in his final year, that mocked Alonso's frustrations, that has turned on Leclerc more than once, is standing up and saying not this time, not with Hamilton, not when the numbers, the performances, and the technical evidence all point in a different direction. Why is the tone so different this time? Why is Hamilton getting the benefit of the doubt? It's simple, because he's earned it, not just through his 7 world championships, not just through his iconic status in the sport, but through how he's handled this Ferrari chapter, with dignity, with patience, with commitment. He hasn't stormed out of the paddock. He hasn't pointed fingers. He's gone deep into the technical debriefs, worked tirelessly in the simulator, even produced internal documents to try and push the team forward. He's been a leader, and the Italian press sees that. They also see something else, the missed opportunity, the chance Ferrari has right now, in the twilight of Hamilton's career, to finally learn from the past, to finally back their driver properly, to stop treating legends as disposable. What happens if they don't? What happens if this ends the same way it did with Alonso or Vettel? Frustration, finger-pointing, and eventual separation. What message does that send to the world? That Ferrari can't be fixed, that not even Lewis Hamilton could make it work. And here's the thing, Even Bernie Ecclestone, never known for sugarcoating anything, has said the situation is not what it should be. He questioned whether Hamilton can still deliver at his age. Yes, but he also made it clear that the problem isn't just with the driver, that Ferrari is failing to match the ambition they set with such a blockbuster signing. And when someone like Ecclestone starts speaking cautiously, instead of critically, you know things are serious. The SF25 has fundamental aerodynamic issues that make it struggle in slow corners compared to its competitors. The car destroys tire compounds faster than rival machines, creating strategic disadvantages throughout race weekends. Under heavy braking, the SF25 lacks the stability that drivers need to push to the limit. While McLaren has won multiple races this season, Ferrari's latest challenger has failed to secure a single victory, highlighting the performance gap. Meanwhile, Hamilton has responded to these challenges by diving deep into technical work and spending countless hours in the simulator. He's gone deep into the technical debriefs, worked tirelessly in the simulator, even produced internal documents to try and push the team forward. His leadership qualities have shown through his dignity under pressure and his refusal to engage in finger-pointing, despite the car's limitations. This professional conduct stands in stark contrast to the potential drama of storming out of the paddock or publicly criticizing the team. So now we have a fascinating moment in Formula One, a media that is for once defending a struggling Ferrari driver, a driver who continues to push, fight and believe, and a team that must decide which story it wants to write. Another cautionary tale of wasted potential, or the redemption arc of a century. Hamilton still believes, the fans still believe, the press, astonishingly, is starting to believe too. But it's Ferrari who has to act, because this isn't just about 2025, this is about 2026, about Project 678, about whether the lessons of the past are finally being learned, or whether history is doomed to repeat itself. And for once it feels like the spotlight isn't just on the driver, it's on the institution, the culture, the decisions being made behind those legendary red walls. This unprecedented support from Italian media represents more than just defending Hamilton. It's a cultural shift toward institutional accountability that could reshape how Ferrari operates for years to come.